Welcome to the One Bar in Lupagus Show, your daily source for everything Minnesota Vikings.
All right, welcome back. We are horned up. It is Wednesday. We got those pesky Bears coming up. We got Tokyo Skol in the house, Hoffman, Armsy, T-Bass, Davey, Nitzberg, Jay. Man, it's Skol 357. What's going on, everybody? Manamidai.
We are jam-packed already. Again, Vikings coming off a gross loss. We got the Bears coming to town. Can we sweep the Bears? How nice would that be? Get that horrible taste from that Ravens game over our mouths with a win over the Bears.
Yes, we got Nick from Just Another Year, Chicago Bears, hopping on at 7 from the round table. Look forward to picking his brain a little bit, so that'll be fun. A lot of Bears talk, a lot of Vikings talk. Hopefully everybody's got a nice Sprite or beer or water, whatever you got. Just hopefully it's delicious.
Some kind of liquid One Bar wants you guys to be sipping on tonight. Maybe they got maybe they're eating something. A little dinner, maybe some dessert, all in Danish. Be delicious.
The Bears get skinned, says Senshi Bat.
Wow.
Skinned bear. Ick. Greetings. Very disappointed. Mountain Dew Kickstart Fruit Punch. Wow, you're gonna be bouncing off the walls, man.
So many different flavors of Mountain Dew these days. One Bar, have you ever eaten bear before?
Actually, when I was very young, we lived in Alaska for a very short time. We had bear stew.
How was it?
You know, I can't. I feel like I wouldn't be doing it justice to give it a review at this point. I was very young, but it was bear stew. My hunch is it was probably disgusting.
I don't know if I've had bear or not.
I don't know.
Hi, Renee. You got your thing. Hi, Renee.
Renee Lamore.
Yeah, hit the like button as you trickle on in. Appreciate that
like
very
button.
much.
I have had shark tacos.
I've not had shark tacos.
Little grizzly. I don't know what kind of bear it was. It's in Alaska. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it
Could
was
have been polar. Can you eat those?
I doubt it. Of course, Davey just eating his squirrels in his backyard.
Yeah, that was today. That's what he had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm trying to think if I had bear jerky once. Okay. I had beaver once.
Quail. Nice
Quail?
Quail soup.
It's grimy and gamey and chewy, but was it good though? Did it have flavor?
I bet it's the only thing. Maybe it was a bit chewy. Hit that like button as you guys come in. We'll get this started in a little bit. Let everybody trickle in. Alaskan brown bear, dude. I don't know. I was a whippersnapper. I was probably 5. You're probably messing with me. It's probably Dinty Moore for all I know. Who knows?
Yeah, they told you it's bear stew, so you eat it thinking that it's really cool if you eat bear stew.
Even the pot it was in, it just like clearly this was some homemade weird stuff.
Did you have a best friend in Alaska? Maybe you write letters to still?
No, I did have a best friend. His name was Jason. His nickname was Root Beer Barrel. Great kid. Chubby, but he was a really nice kid.
It's a name like Root Beer Barrel. How could he not be a nice kid?
Root Beer Barrel.
Yeah. So I'll be live streaming the whole game Sunday. One Bar, you're hopping on at some point. I'm not sure when.
Oh, I'll be on at halftime.
At halftime. One Bar's coming at halftime. Watch the Vikings get back to 500.
Damn it, Delton.
Were you in jail or you got it from the jail? Like they're passing him out as you walk by?
No, he was definitely there. I hope he had a little packet of mustard to throw on there.
I don't know. You gotta get what do they call it? The commissaries. Get the mustard.
Commissary.
Commissary. What is when you get like credit in prison? Isn't like your commissary or whatever the hell it's called? Someone help me out here in the comments.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a word. It's like something like commissary.
Little house cleaning here. Remember, all super chats go to this. Everybody who puts a super chat will be in the running. We'll donate $100 to your local food shelf or wherever you tell us in your name. Also, Skol to Service giveaway. We're getting a lot of good ones. If you serve anyone you know that serve, you can go nominate them. The winner, whoever you nominate, gets this awesome pizza oven and a One Bar in Lupagus hoodie.
Nice.
Courtesy, the Patriot Pizza's donating that pizza oven. It's beautiful. It's fantastic.
Dave confirms it's a commissary account when you're in prison. That's what you get. Like 30 cents an hour. You get paid doing your jobs. All you gotta do is find a man who knows how to get things, and you'll get your bologna sandwiches and mustard easily in prison.
Skol 357. Skol to you, buddy.
No, Skol to Skol 357. Well done. Thank you for your service. Well, should we get started or what?
And he's old. You ain't that old. As long as the old peepee ain't getting sleepy. Yes, let's get started.
Let's get started with some news. J.J. McCarthy was wearing a bandage on his right hand this week in practice. Caught it on a lineman's helmet on a follow-through. I think with Donovan Jackson's helmet he hit. KOC doesn't expect it to affect his week of practice. But again, another injury concern with our young quarterback who's played, 4 games now?
Yeah, I don't think this is a concern. I think Kevin O'Connell even just mentioned it just so people won't ask why there's a bandage on his hand. There is no concern here. Zero.
There'd be no concern for me if he didn't already have a history of being injured.
Well, he cut his hand.
I just hope this doesn't all of a sudden be like, oh, it got infected. He can't go. I mean, I'm just worried it's going to get worse as the week goes on. I'm hoping for the best. But with this guy's history, I'm a little bit nervous, yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it was anything other than like a cut, I wouldn't. I would be like, okay. But, I mean, this. Yeah,
he said it was like getting it slammed in a car door, so that's more than a cut.
Well, he's got a bandage on it, so there must be some sort of abrasion.
There's probably a bruise in there as well.
Not worried.
I am a little concerned about it. Vikings currently have the 14th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, picking 14th. That's spot. The last guy we picked 14th would have been.
14.
Did we trade that pick when we the year we got Sam Bradford? Was that right around 14? I think it might have been.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
New stuff.
Yeah, 14th overall. That smells like a defensive lineman.
It smells like you're not getting the top guys and you're getting the start of the second tier.
There's been some very good players in the top 20.
I know. I feel like that's where we always end up, just outside the guy you really, really want.
Tokyo Skol had very many dirty thoughts about Lonnie Anderson. She's still alive?
Maybe that's why. Did she die? Is that why he wrote it?
No, she was in WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, all right. I know they did the frozen turkey drop. That's coming up here pretty soon. 11% chance Vikings to make the playoffs right now. 11% chance. It's better than 5. It's better than 6.
That doesn't matter. These percentages at this point can kiss my ass. I think last year the Packers at this point, like they started off rough, if I remember right. It was either this year or last year. They were at like 3% or something. Like, and all of a sudden they just absolutely go on a run. So,
this one's for Lonnie Anderson.
Lonnie. So yeah, 11%. Yeah, that makes sense. At 4 and 5, you should be 11%. But I'm not worried about it.
T-Bass is telling lies in the comments. Whatever. It is what it is. You did the video on this guy. The Vikings signed Shamar Bartholomew to the practice squad. What can you tell us real quick about Shamar Bartholomew?
Mostly the video is just in shock that we have 2 players with the last name Bartholomew on the team. There's not. I bet there's another team in the league that has 1. No, I mean he was the biggest takeaway out of him. He's got good size, good speed. The biggest takeaway was not the Panthers. Did he come in with the Jets? I can't remember. He had a fantastic preseason. They did end up cutting him, but there was 4 waiver claims put on him, the most claims of anybody. Really? So, like, there's definitely intrigue there. He's still young. Yeah, whatever. He can't latch on. But we're going to say it every time now. Jalen Redmond, nobody gave him a second thought. So they signed the right position. A lot of the backlash was the fact that we didn't sign Asante Samuel and we signed him, which I'm sure is leading into the next topic.
Yeah, Samuel signed prior to this, the Pittsburgh Steelers, correct?
Yeah, Samuel signed with the Steelers and then we signed him. So
yeah.
Samuel, it makes sense. He's got a clear path to see the field probably a lot sooner. And he's going to, a Mike Tomlin defense.
Yeah. He's used to the AFC. He's been there before, so whatever. It is what it is. We got Shamar Bartholomew.
With Samuel though, you gotta put it into perspective. Like he's not going to be. This is a very short contract. All he's doing right now is proving that he can still play and proving that he's healthy enough to play. And then when he hits free agency this year, The Vikings already got a close look at him. If they're interested, they'll go after him. If they saw something, it was very smart of them to bring him in. Maybe it was just like, oh God, we're not taking a chance on this dude. So it's a win-win. It's not like he was going to come in and all of a sudden be a shutdown number one corner.
Take a chance on me. Yeah, it just sucks. We all wanted him though. We all wanted him.
I really don't care.
It'd been fun as hell. Ryan Kelly is going to have his 21-day practice window opened, and everybody else who's had their 21-day practice window open plays that next Sunday. For me, I know he's putting a guardian cap on in practice. I think they're going to put one on his head when he goes out there and plays. I don't know if this is a good idea for Ryan Kelly's future. I want him out there as a how much he can help our line. Medically, I don't know. I think I'd rather just see him not play again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point where I guess I don't give a shit. Not that I don't give a shit about Ryan Kelly's future, but like if he's a grown man, it's his decision. The coaching staff, so we can sit and say like, oh man, what are they doing? Like, it's his decision and it's the coaching staff's decision. Whatever. We're just fans. If he wants to play and he knows the risks, he's a big boy, then go do it. Is what it is. I'm surprised he didn't retire, but clearly, whatever it is, he's ready to go.
I don't know. I just 5 concussions is a scary thing, especially with all the stuff that's coming out about those. Josh Oliver is trending to return on Sunday. Josh Oliver, is he going to give this offense the boost that we need?
He's going to give it a boost, but he's going to block his dick off. Him and CJ Ham being healthy.
That might be the boost that we need.
No, I'm very excited about Josh Oliver being back. We need him back. We don't need Ben Urasek and Sims out there. No,
this is really good at recovering fumbles.
This is a big time. This is a very underrated guy that's coming back, and he's going to be huge for this offense.
Let's hope so. And Jonathan Bernard, KLC, he's got a chance to play this Sunday after initially, everybody was just assumed he'd be out a week. A chance to play this Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be big time. That will be big time. I actually think I'm actually leaning towards he's not going to play. But
yeah, me too.
We'll see.
All right,
at least it's not going to be long term. It's big time.
Vikings injury report. Gennard did not participate. Darisaw was a full go. Theo Jackson was a full go. We had a bunch of guys limited. Will Fries, Aaron Jones, Ryan Kelly, McCarthy, Metellus, Oliver, Skol, Harrison Smith, and Gink. But on the Bears side, we should talk to Nick about this. But they got Kevin Byard did not participate. Jaquan Brisker, TJ Edwards, Grady Jarrett, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Tyreek Stevenson, and Jade Walker. Like, are those guys hurt, or is that just days of rest? I mean,
well, I know their defense is completely beat up. I don't know what's going on with Roma Dunze. We can ask him, but their defense is
ankle. It's an ankle, apparently.
Is absolutely riddled, and I'm feeling very confident going into this game.
Yeah, I mean, we had a turd last week, so I feel like we're going to bounce back, and I just don't think this Bears team is the 6-3 team that their record shows. So
I mean, if we were in their situation, all we'd be saying is, look, we're finding a way to win. Yeah, it's not great, it's not pretty, but they're getting the wins. So we got to look at it from that standpoint. Like, they are getting the wins. I would be very happy to be 6-3. I don't care if we're barely beating the Giants. If we just got to score 1 million points to beat the Bengals, I'm all for it. We're 4-5, so we're looking up at the Bears right now.
Yeah, going to take a chunk off that. Took us and eat it, that gamey ass meat. Play of the week, you guys voted JJ Naylor's, not JJ, Jalen Naylor's 62-yard reception beat out his touchdown catch. Both were beautiful, but that 60-yard reception was a thing of beauty, no doubt.
I was surprised it wasn't the other one.
Yeah, I mean, they were both very impressive. Naylor, one of the few guys who actually balled out against the Ravens in a game that was just extremely frustrating. Let's open up our mailbag. First one is from Mark Jr.
I'm not prepared for the mailbag.
27. Season's not over yet. Have faith this team can still make a run. Lots of ups and downs, but I will bet this team figures it out the last 8 weeks of the season. More of a comment than a mailbag question. But Mark Jr. 0827 is very positive.
Tokyo Skol. Thank you for that, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's good to see some positivity. There should be some positivity. Come on. Bunch of whiners.
Musty Insane did 3 questions, so we're going to jump ahead and grab one of his. He says, is this season as dysfunctional and messy as the last 2 years of Zimmer?
No. Absolutely not.
It's not even close, in my opinion.
Not even close. Love or hate Zimmer. I mean, he was here for a very long time, did some very good things. The fact that you're not talking to your quarterback and not talking to people in the hallway, I mean, that's just gross. So, no, not even close.
The only thing I'll say, I agree with you 100%, but, like, we don't know. I mean, this shit with Zimmer came out years after he was gone. So it could come out 2 years down the road that, you know, KLC flicking people off in the hallways and being a total asshole. We don't know. But it doesn't feel like it. Like, you don't see the quarterback. You don't see JJ McCarthy and KLC almost getting in a fight on the sidelines after a game.
Yeah, but I mean, you also see people talk very highly of Kevin O'Connell, and in the Zimmer end of that era, none of that was happening. I mean, Zimmer wasn't like the rah type of guy, but after the games, nobody really gave a shit what he was saying. You could tell they were just looking off, and he's just doing that stone cold, good job, guys, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. I really do think no. The answer is no.
What did we had Slaughter on? Zimmer didn't even know he was signed, right? He's like, "What are you doing here?"
No, they signed him just to piss him off.
That's what it was. Oh yeah, because when GM and the coach don't get along, that's not a good thing. Look at a lot of me at length.
Zimmer didn't win shit. Love you, Davey. He can run whatever he wants.
Oh boy! All right, let's go another musty in the same one. Then we'll go to T-Bass and back. So in the messy, the offseason in the messy, I don't know what that means. The offseason surprise this year has been Naylor. He has good chemistry with JJ. Would it be in the Vikings' interest to try hard to extend him?
Extend Naylor.
To me, the key word is hard. I would give him an offer, something middle of the road just to see, maybe that's his starting point. Goes what matches it. Because if he gets signed, maybe you get a comp pick down the road. I would give him a decent offer. I wouldn't try hard. Like, I'm not going to overpay for him.
Well, I think they'll do what they've probably done in the past multiple times is let him go test the market and say, come back to us if you want to be here, and we'll see if we can match it. The thing from Jalen Naylor's side is, does he want to be a number 3 receiver? Or does he want to try to go somewhere and be number 2 receiver? Because as long as he's here, he will be the number 3. I mean, I see Burnsy's comment as far as trade Addison. Maybe that is in the cards, but as long as Jefferson and Addison are here, I don't think he wants to be the number 3 fiddle anymore. I think he wants to go somewhere and try to be that number 2. Look at KJ Osborne. I mean, he tried, didn't pan out overly great, but I could see him just testing the waters. And if it ain't there, maybe he comes back and signs another 1-2 year contract. The receivers, it's weird. Every offseason, the receivers are all either getting way overpaid or nobody wants to sign them. So we'll see what this offseason brings. I would love him back.
We thought there'd be more of a market for Osborne. There wasn't much interest. I think it took him forever to get signed.
That year, though, there was a ass ton of receiver free agents. I remember that. I don't know what his competition is out there this offseason, if there's a big receiver. I just haven't looked into it.
No, I haven't either. I mean, we're still in the thick of this season. This is T-Bass's. Okay, we're at midway point of the season. This isn't a question about if you guys are right or wrong. It's a mid-season adjustment.
I bet we were wrong, whatever it is.
I went back and watched a video on free agency this year. Both of you guys gave a grade of an A. Lowest grade in the comments was a B+. Would you guys like to adjust this grade now that you've seen free agency play mid-season? I would like you to also factor in things like undrafted free agent players we picked up after that and contracts we signed.
So do we want to adjust our free agent grade?
That's the part I'm not going to factor in all of that. That's a lot to think of on the fly here, but let's keep this to the free agent grade. Would you adjust it from the A you gave it earlier after March or mid-March?
March? Of course you have to adjust it. Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say and let you take it is I think why everybody was so excited about free agency is they actually went after positions that they need. So, I mean, obviously the Will Fries. They went and got Will Fries was, like it or not, a top-tier guard out there. After Trey Smith got franchised or whatever, he was the guy. Mm-hmm. And they went out and paid and got him. Defensive line. We went from Jerry Tillery and fucking
Jonathan Bullard.
Went from Jerry Tillery and Jonathan Bullard to Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. Hell yeah, that's exciting. I mean, and then Isaiah Rodgers. You look at that as a Van Ginkel type signing. So right when all those went down, everyone's very, very excited, and we should have been. I give it. I still stand to my grade when those were signed. When you look at it now, the only thing is, I would give it probably the free agent. I'd give it a C plus. I'd give it a C plus, but you have to look at it. Will Fries, like, has he been worth that contract? No, but he's got plenty of time. He's been playing next to Blake Brandel. I'm giving him excuses. You look at Javon Hargrave. When he's out there, he's been playing his ass off. His snaps were randomly diminished, and all of a sudden LDR was out there. But now all of a sudden he's out there again next to Jalen Redmond, who's playing great, and he's playing great. Jonathan Allen is starting to play a little bit better. Like, I'm not completely like, oh, this is enough. This was a shitty ass free agent signing, blah, 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 blah. But no, you have to adjust the grade.
No, there was a lot of risk in this class. We all knew it. I mean, injury-prone guys, older guys, and then there was always a risk here. Yes, at the time it was definitely an A. Like, you upgrade all these positions, and you just upgrade them a little bit. You upgrade them by a large margin. But look what happened. Ryan Kelly gets hurt. He can't play. Will Fries has been a disappointment. Isaiah Rodgers, he's had some great moments. He's had some very bad games as well. Eric Wilson's been this glorious surprise no one saw coming. He's had this weird, random
We didn't even
career.
factor him into our grade.
And this late resurgence that you didn't see. So, yeah, I would probably go with C. I mean, went from an A to a C, and there was some risk involved, and a lot of those risks have gone the wrong way. But like you mentioned, Hargrave's starting to heat up again. Allen's heating up again. So I'm not giving up on Fries. Easily a year from now, this class could be back to an A. But yeah, there's been some guys who just, the injury bug has resurfaced, and some of the age has shown.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Rodgers, Will Fries is here for the long run, and I think he's only going to get better. I'm not concerned about Will Fries, really. He's given up one sack. The biggest issue with him is his his run grade, but all of our offensive linemen's run grade sucks ass, and you can't even really count it because we never run the ball. So the two biggest concerns for me are those defensive ends. I was expecting more out of those guys. I think Rodgers is he elite? Absolutely not. Is he above average? Probably not. But he's an average corner. He's a number 2 corner in this league. And they didn't pay up the ass for him. I think he's like the 40th highest paid cornerback. So you got to put in what they paid for these guys as well. You can't just look at him and be like, oh, whatever. Like, he's starting on pretty much a lot of teams in this league. And he's starting for us. He's our number 2 corner. So you just got to put it in perspective.
You do. And again, it hasn't been like, we're coming off like a historically good class a year ago. And we thought, oh my God, Gracie May has even topped it this year. He didn't, but again, there's still a lot of upside in this group. This is the last.
We're only 9 games in, and the team is finally healthy. Offensive line is finally healthy. The full defense is finally healthy. Let's see what they got, and let's grade them at the end of the season.
Musty Insane 166. Last question: has Will Fries even been an average guard? He seems to be an overpay right now.
Wow. Well, I just pretty much answered my side.
You did. You just did.
I think he's been an average guard. I do think he's going to get better. We'll see if he lives up to the amount they paid him. He's not going to be a Steve Hutchinson type signing, but like average is still 10 times better than what we've had at guard over the last few years.
Yeah. I mean, is he an overpay right now? Yeah, right now he is. Doesn't mean he's going to be. I still think he's coming out the injury. There's still gelling going on. I'm not worried. I'm not calling him a bust. I do want him to get better. Pretty soon, though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't expect him to also be better next week.
No. All right, let's play a little what will happen first. This team has some talkers going on, and let's say what will happen first. I'm going to start here. Play along in the comments. What will happen first? KOC gives up play calling duties, or KOC calls 25-plus runs in a game?
Ooh, I have one very similar.
I had a feeling you might.
And Burns, I don't even know who Burns is talking about.
I think Chris Cooper. I think he's Will Fries talking.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, you also have to look at our coach. Will Fries was so good in Indianapolis, and he comes here, and all of a sudden he's not so good. Ed Ingram sucked, and all of a sudden he's like, you have to put that in the. Chris Cooper, I don't think is back next year.
I don't think so either.
As much as Chris Cooper's been through this year, you got to give him a little bit of a pass. All the injuries, like Will Fries should be a plug and play Pro Bowler.
It looks like the runs are taking this one by a landslide.
Oh yeah, no, that's not even close.
Yeah, KOC's not giving up those play calling duties unless he is told by ownership that he has to.
I'll just do mine right away because it's very similar. I said KOC gives up play calling or he dies.
You think he would have to die first?
Yeah, he will.
He ain't gonna do it. I mean, look, he comes from Sean McVay. McVay never gave that up. Like,
McVay was also very successful.
Yeah, but he actually called
like if games. McVay never went through, like he's always been a good play caller. So it's kind of.
Yeah, no, it's true. All right, so what will happen first? JJ McCarthy loses to an NFC North team, or JJ McCarthy wins a game at US Bank. He's 2-0 against the NFC North.
Well, doesn't that cancel each other out because they play the Bears at home?
It does. What's going to happen? Basically telling you what's going to win.
No, we're not losing to the Bears.
All right, so you win a game at US Bank, his first win. It's going to happen first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too. 3-0 against the North.
What will happen first? Hitman or Adam Thielen getting the Ring of Honor?
So with the Ring of Honor, there's no time period, right? Like they can do it the next year, correct?
They can be in the Ring of Honor right now. There's no rules here.
Then it's Harrison's. It's Hitman.
Yeah, it better be.
Unless for some reason he keeps playing, which I don't think he will.
No, I don't think they're going to let him play. We got Nick hopping on here shortly. I just sent him the link, so we'll see when he hops on. What else you got?
All right, what happens first? Vikings clean up their false starts penalties, or Vikings clean up their fumbling issues?
Ugh, who knows? Probably neither. I don't know. That's I guess I would hope the penalties. Fumbling is just I don't know if you can really clean that up. It's just a freak.
Bros 3240 says fumbling. Art Van says false starts. Neither. Rick Ryder says we're screwed.
Screwed.
I think it's got to be. I can't imagine 2 weeks in a row we're going to have 8 false start penalties. There's no way.
The thing is, we rank pretty much dead last as far as how many penalties we have. So, I mean, why would all get better?
Well, because
we're also almost dead last in turnovers.
There was 8 false starts last week. Like, that's going to get cleaned up. And I also feel like the fumbling. I think it'll be the penalties.
Yeah, I think those are just wishful thinking. I hope they both happen. I don't see any reason why all of a sudden they would be fixed, but I hope they do. My last one is Ty Felton gets his second reception of the year, or Ivan Pace gets his second sack of the year.
I will say this about Pace. I think they found a role for him, and that's destroy the back who's blocking. Fly in, take that guy out. That's what we'll have you do. Everybody else will do the rest. But to answer your question, boy, that one's tough. Ty Felton.
Yeah, it's tough because it's depressing.
How many offensive snaps does he even get? We'd have to be up, quite a bit late in the game, I think, to get him out there, or someone gets hurt.
The only reception he has is when we were absolutely killing the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pace, and maybe it's just not even much. He just touches the guy down. All right, you agree or not?
I don't know. When it comes to those guys, to be honest, I don't really care.
All right, what will happen first? Matt Daniels gets fired, or Chris Cooper gets fired?
I don't think either of them are getting fired. I just don't think they'll be brought back. I don't know what their contract situation is right now. If I could choose, it's Chris Cooper, and it's not even close. Not even close. The thing with Matt Daniels is, I just think we need different players out there, because he has proven previous years that he's been good. Like Tavir Thomas has been a disaster. The amount of penalties. I just think we need to completely revamp it. Look at the guys we had last year. It's like we have a whole different special teams out there now, and it's not working.
Yeah, and Chris Cooper doesn't get press conferences like Matt Daniels does, but I don't know. I just this Matt Daniels dude. He's just engaging. I want to watch him when he's talking. He has this presence about him, but his unit sucks. And Chris Cooper, we gave him praise after the Browns game, and that's been pretty much it. And we pointed already, Ed Ingram goes somewhere else. He succeeds. Will Fries comes from somewhere else where he was really good and sucks when he gets here. It doesn't make sense. It takes elite talent, I think, to succeed in Chris Cooper's scheme. Look at Christian Darrisaw. Look at Brian O'Neill. Those guys are really good. Doesn't matter who's coaching them because they're that good. If a player needs to be coached up, Chris Cooper is not the guy.
Well, and the other thing is, when it comes to Matt Daniels, how much say does he have in the players he's getting? That's what I would like to know. Like, if you're a special teams coach, is he like, let's go out there and get Tavir Thomas. Let's go out there and get Ty Felton. Like, I don't know how much say he has in it, or if he's just like, here's your guys, make it work. Like that's where the big question mark comes in for me. Like Chris Cooper, something tells me he's got a lot of say in this because there's only 5 guys out there starting. I mean, it's very limited. Where special teams is kind of like, do what you can with our undrafted bottom of the depth chart guys. And he's proven in the years past that he's been good at it.
Yeah, and like what's Cooper teaching? Like what
nothing. I don't think he's teaching anything. I don't know if he shows up to the facility.
It doesn't make sense. It's head scratching. It's infuriating. It's frustrating. But it's been a major issue
on the Cooper front. Really, it comes down to you got to give him credit for all the mismatches, everything that's been going on. So you got to give him a little bit of love there. All right, let's go to the man of the hour. We got Nick. Nick.
Uh-oh.
Look at this guy. Just another year. Chicago Bears. Confidence is high with this guy, by the way.
It always is. It always is.
Couldn't be higher right now.
6-3 Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk?
Who would have thought? Not me.
Well,
actually, yeah, me. I did say that we were going to win 11 games this year, but I don't know, man. We talked about it on the round table. Some things just every week I'm like, shoot, is this when the downfall begins? But no, it's been a fun season so far, and the North as a whole is just a lot of fun. So I'm excited to be here tonight.
Well, no, we're pumped to have you, man.
Always glad to have you on, Nick. You mentioned those 6 wins. Those wins came against the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Commanders, Saints, Bengals, and the Giants. Those teams are averaging 2.5 wins on the season, and some of those games were like 1-point games. There's a certain word that starts with a P that sure sounds like to me. What word is that?
I don't know. You said P?
Pretender. It's pretender.
Oh, stop it.
What would you say if someone said,
you down, man, you're
if someone said these Bears are pretenders, look at this record. Look at who they're beating. Where's the signature win here?
I mean, Cowboys when the Bears, after the Bears played them, they had one of the hottest offenses in the NFL. So that was pretty good. Pete Carroll's Raiders almost took down the Broncos in Denver. You look at also the Commanders, they were doing pretty well until the Bears broke them. And a win's a win in this league. Don't apologize for any wins. That's all how I'm looking at it. But yeah, I think that we almost beat the Vikings week 1. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but the Bears have had a very easy schedule. And I'll be honest about that. The Bears are in the position that they're in because they have beaten teams that they should beat. And that's something that the Bears haven't been doing. They should have done that a lot more last year. But learning how to win is very key to a young team like this, especially with a new head coach.
No doubt.
Yeah. So give me a surprise so far with the Bears season. Like what is one thing that has surprised you? And it can be good or bad, but something tells me it's going to be for the good.
No doubt.
Well, I'm looking at the chat right now. Mm-hmm. It's me. Oh,
average Dick Nick is back.
It's better than a small pecker like Joe Biden probably is. Or anyone in Green Bay. Matt LaFleur, a tiny pecker. I think we can all agree on that one. That guy can't do anything. I'll do a good and a bad. How about that? So I'll start with the bad. Is how bad our pressure has been from the defensive line. They just couldn't do anything until the last couple of weeks. Montez Sweat 4.5 sacks over the last 4 weeks, which is great. Austin Booker coming back, but we signed Dio to almost $17 million, and that guy has just not done anything. He's out for the rest of the year with a torn Achilles. So that stinks from a bad perspective. From a good perspective, the offensive line, man, we have we're tied third with the least amount of sacks. We got an absolute steal in Joe Thuney for a 4th, and then Jonah Jackson with a 6th. So that's really the good. And, I could talk highly about Caleb. I could talk highly about, Loveland finally coming around, Kyle Monungai. But really it comes down to that offensive line. Championships are won in the trenches. And I think Ryan Poles did a fantastic job on the offensive side of the ball. And this upcoming offseason is going to be all defense. But I love it so far. I love what this offensive line has done. We haven't had a good offensive line, arguably statistically since 2016. So it's been a breath of fresh air for sure.
I got to ask you super quick, just like super quick answer. T-Bass, one of our most loyal, his old man was a big Bears fan. He wants to know your favorite Bear of all time.
Ooh, that's a really good question. Honestly, my all-time favorite Bear is Matt Forte. That guy
nice.
so underappreciated.
Yeah.
And it really was because Adrian Peterson, and I respect Adrian Peterson. I talk about him all the time. I wish he was a Bear. He really, like, during that time was just in the shadow of Adrian Peterson. If Peterson wasn't in the league, I think Matt Forte would have gotten a lot more recognition. By far my all-time favorite Bear, while I've been alive, at least. All-time in history, got to be Sweetness.
No.
God, Forte, was he Tulane? Where the hell did he go?
He went to Tulane, second-round pick. His first game after being drafted was against the Colts, who we had just lost to in the Super Bowl. On opening night, he had over 100 yards, which was incredible.
I think he won me a fantasy
very underrated
back in the day. Yeah, he was. Caleb Williams, let's talk about him. Honest assessment, 26 games now. Is he about where you thought he would be? Is he behind? Is he ahead of schedule? What do you think of Caleb Williams?
Slightly ahead of schedule now. Just like he's had 4 play callers in a year and a half in the league. And especially coming to a complex playbook. A lot of people don't know this, but the Bears throw 25 new plays at that offense every single week. And Caleb is starting to look more and more comfortable week in and week out. So I think he's a little bit ahead. I'm shocked how well he's progressed with Ben Johnson so far. At the beginning of the year, a lot of people were, Colin Cowherd of the Herd even said, like, we don't know if it's going to work. That's not Ben's guy. Ben Johnson would not have come here knowing that the Bears just took a generational quarterback coming out of college at the number 1 pick and be like, oh no, I need a new one. No. Caleb is doing a really good job with Ben, so he's slightly ahead of schedule. There's still some things he's got to work on, but I'm not mad with, 13 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, no fumbles, knock on wood as I say that, 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. He has more receiving touchdowns than what is that guy in Green Bay? Matthew Golden or something like that? Because I don't even remember. He's not doing anything. So
I don't think he has a touchdown, does he?
He doesn't. Caleb has more touchdowns than him. And DJ Moore has more passing touchdowns than Jordan Love in the last 2 games.
Packers suck.
God, when do you play the Packers?
We play the Packers the 7th. And the only reason why I know that, and you guys will be, because I hope they let 2 people on for the episode when I'm in Paris, because that's the only reason why I know that they play on the 7th.
Yes.
Because I come back that Saturday, and Sunday we play Green Bay, and then 2 weeks later we play them on Saturday night in Chicago, which is pretty exciting.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that. The Bears-Packers game is going to be a fantastic game.
I think it'll actually be entertaining this time.
It should be.
All right, Bears, give us the rundown. Your injury report. I know it's early in the week. Like, what's going on there? It doesn't look fantastic.
Yeah, DJ Moore's on it every week, and he plays every week. Tyreek Stevenson's on it every week. He plays every week. They're finally starting to rest veterans. Grady Jarrett, Kevin Byard, Joe Tooney. All those guys don't need to practice anymore. So, that's 4 guys or 5 guys right there. Good to see Blackwell back, a good special teamer for us. But what really kind of has me right now is seeing Komet on there again with the back injury. He's usually a very reliable guy. Rome has been dealing with some ankle and heel stuff, but he's been playing through the pain. So the Bears always have a long injury report, but then they always end up playing. But it's way longer than it should be. And hopefully we get Kyler Gordon back next week. We won't have him for this week for you guys, which one bar you talked about on Roundtable is that Aaron Jones is a Bears killer, and we need Kyler Gordon back because he's our best run-stopping defensive back. But, yeah, no, we won't have him this week. So Bears injury report looks long. A lot of those guys usually end up playing. But this is not a game we can sit anybody because this is a must-win for Chicago just as much as it is for Minnesota.
Nice. All right, Nick, let's see your Ryan polls for 10 minutes. What move are you making? Depth chart, change? What are you going to do?
Can I take from any team?
You can do whatever you want.
Jesus.
I can do whatever I want.
You're the GM, man. You're the GM. You got to pay these guys. You got to give up the compensation if you're making a trade.
No. I wish Poles would have been a little bit more aggressive at the trade deadline. I think that going out and getting a depth edge was good because, you want to see what Austin Booker could do. But if I'm Ryan Poles, I'm still going out and getting defensive line help. We're still not getting enough pressure on the quarterback, even though I just said that we have the last couple of weeks since Booker's return. We've also gone against 2 of the bottom 5 offensive lines in the league. So Bears got to find a way to get some pressure there. If I'm Ryan Poles, I was hoping to see him go after Phillips from Miami. I know Philadelphia ended up getting him, but they spent a lot. This upcoming draft, though, if I'm Ryan Poles, I'm going out drafting edge with my first pick. No matter what number that is, the best edge available, you got to land that right away. But really the Bears, it's weird because we have so much talent everywhere. We have a good offensive line with depth. We have a good wide receiver room with a ton of depth, tight end room, depth, running back room. Yeah, you got Kyle Monangai and DeAndre Swift. I maybe would have done a little bit more there. But if it was a trade deadline and I'm going back, I'm being more aggressive at getting an edge. I think that the Bears need more of a rotation there. Joe is a good pickup, former first-round pick, but he's not the answer. He's definitely a rental for the second half of the year.
All right, 2 quickies, and we're going to let you go. We know you got to get going. As far as being a successful season in your mind for the Bears, especially after like what at the end of the year, what will make it a successful season for you?
Well, considering how hard the schedule is, there's going to be some more losses. I mean, I would love it if the Bears won the rest of their games. That happening is slim to none. A successful season to me is Caleb throwing, close to 30 touchdowns, really showing that this offense staying high powered like it is. We're 3rd in yards right now at the moment, or 4th, whatever it is after the Monday night game. But 9-8, I would consider a successful year. You almost double your wins. That's exactly where a lot of fans had the Bears at. And I think that meeting expectations, what was set ahead of the season, but success, if I were to say 2 things, sweeping Green Bay and making the playoffs. That would be success this year for the Chicago.
Sweep them.
Please
sweep
the Packers. Please do it.
Speaking of sweeping, who wins on Sunday?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Of course he's doing it. We all know who he's picking.
No, I mean, Ben Johnson said it today, and I think you guys could probably say it too. These are 2 different teams than they were week 1. JJ McCarthy's got a lot more experience now, but this Bears team also does, and we've gotten to see Caleb lead 4 game-winning drives this year. We call him the Iceman now for a reason. He's got ice in his veins. I think that I think it's going to be a great game. And we talked about it on Roundtable too. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a contested matchup. I think it's going to be high scoring. Ben Johnson even said, his kryptonite is Brian Flores. And he just throws so many different packages at a very complex offense. So very well balanced, but I think it's going to be a good game. Of course, I'm going to choose the Bears because I'm on top, Lupagus. I already told everybody we're at the top. We're with the kitty cats in Detroit.
You are.
And we need a win. We need more than a 3-point win because I want to get the tiebreaker back from you guys. But It's going to be a fun game.
Getting selfish, man.
Hey, listen. But honestly, every single time Minnesota plays Chicago, I feel like it's always a good game. I can't remember the last time it was a complete blowout. But even when the Bears were bad, we kept up with you guys. But you guys have a fantastic roster. I think it's going to be a good game, and playing at US Bank is going to be, I'm sure it's going to be electric.
No, it will be close. Unfortunately, it will be very close. It's going to be a very good game. Cannot wait. Must wins for both. Must wins for both. Nick, man, we appreciate the hell out of you.
Always.
Appreciate you hopping on. And hey, good luck on Sunday, man. We're gonna be checking out. Are you going live during your game or no?
Of course.
Right. Hey, you might hear from some of our viewers if we score a touchdown.
If it's 42-0, you guys at one point, I'm just gonna switch over and switch the thing and be like, yeah, we're covering the Vikings today.
All right, man. We appreciate it, man. Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.
Yeah. See ya.
All right, Nick is the shit, man. He's fantastic. We appreciate him hopping on. It will be a good game. He's not wrong.
No, it should be. It should be. Speaking of the game, Kelce, we got to look at the early line from.
Let's give her a minute here. I gotta.
Yeah. Again, I'm not surprised Nick picked the Bears to win. He always does. The Bears could be,
Well, I mean, at least this year it's a little bit legit. Valid. We've seen him. I mean, the Bears have had some very bad teams.
I know I gave him shit, but this team is finding ways to win. Their schedule has been very easy, but it's not easy to win in the NFL. And they're always getting these late comeback wins. This team isn't giving up. And even the first game against us, I mean, we pulled ahead late, and they came right back. So it should be a fun one. Scott P. Lake Herald's here.
All right, we got Cal. She hit it up. Use the promo code 1BAR. Let's see what they got shaking for the Vikings and the Bears. 60-40.
60-40. Yeah, I think it should probably be a little bit closer, 55-45, something like that. But 60-40 Vikings at home against the Bears. Kelch, remember, guys, it's legal in all 50 states. Better odds, no limits, live trading, flexibility. You can cash out at any time, transparent pricing. These odds move as the game goes on. It's beyond the NFL. You got politics, economy, Oscars, Grammys, and pop culture, all kinds of things to wager on. And Kelsey gives you $10 and use the promo code 1BAR when you put in your first 100 bones.
Yeah. I like this Green Bay, New York one. New York could be sneaky. New coach.
Yeah.
James Winston being their quarterback. So
Green Bay offense struggling too.
Definitely some opportunity here to hit up Kalshi. Remember to use that promo code 1BAR when you do it. We appreciate it. Kalshi, hit them up. College, football, every damn sport. Boom.
And so much more. Let's get in some Bears, Vikings talkers. Can the Vikings stop this Bears ground game? It's averaging 147.3 yards per game. And they run a lot of different backs at you. And the Vikings run game has been good. So I'm actually feeling good about this for the Vikings side of things.
Oh, my God. Burnsy, is that correct? Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button if you're watching. We got to get over 50 for sure. The Bears run game can eat my ass. Like, we can stop the Lions. We can stop Derrick Henry. We can stop DeAndre Swift. We stopped the shit out of them. The first week we did it. They didn't do shit on the ground.
It's weird because we seem to stop the primary back, and then look at last week. We're stopping Derrick Henry pretty well. That Mitchell comes in, and also he's getting like 8 yards a pop. Kenny Gainwell, we have no answer for. But I do like the way this run defense has been playing the last couple of weeks. So I feel pretty good about this too. I don't know. We'll see. See what the Bears do and how the Vikings attack this Bears offense. But I think we definitely can, and I think we will. Talker number 4. Will the Vikings penalties be cleaned up this week? This was something that was addressed very early post-game pressure by KOC. He seemed kind of pissed off about it. And he kind of put it on his quarterback. Like, we got to get this thing cleaned up. And is it, the weird influxes in his cadence when they're making adjustments and, check the knees and audibles and shit at the line. But the Vikings have to clean up these penalties. You cannot get 8 false starts at home a second week in a row and kill all these drives. It can happen. It's inexcusable. And the Vikings have to get those penalties cleaned up this week. Have to get the penalties cleaned up. Vikings have to be way cleaner this week against the Bears.
At least what they got going for them is it really can't be worse. It can't be. And especially if it comes off the side of the ball, if there's anything with J.J. McCarthy, if that was the issue, which it seems like a lot of people are more alluding to but not saying it, they're going to make sure that's dummy proof. Because this Bears team, 6-3, like this is a team you should beat. And they're not going to let them beat themselves against the Bears.
And maybe go back to whatever you did at Detroit. Everything was clean there. Like, I don't. It is something different with the Canes at home, knowing that's gonna be quieter when you have the ball. Maybe you go back to the whatever the hell you did at Detroit, where there was no issues with that. I don't know, but it's frustrating, and you can't have it. You're not gonna win a game. I don't care what the opponent is. You can't have that many false starts in a game at home. Number 3, talker Justin Jefferson effort watch. If he kind of cashes it again, it doesn't give the effort, it's going to be a concern this week. I still like to hope that he was sick. I never really saw anything that confirmed that. I saw some stuff in the comments. But his effort, I think we'll all be watching very closely this Sunday.
We will, but I have zero concern here. Like I don't think it's in his DNA. Whatever was going on last Sunday, he surely is not going to come back and do what he did last week. I actually said the opposite on Roundtable. I said he's coming off his worst game. He's going to make up for it. I'm looking to see. I actually think we're going to see the best game of the season.
I hope so.
Sunday. No, I really do. I don't think there's any way in hell he's going to start doing that. It's just not in his DNA. He's gonna have the biggest game of the season. He's going to be fired the F up.
Yeah, and it's weird. I mean, he had the 12 targets last week. He caught 4 of them. Some were not really catchable. Some he probably should have had. Like Justin Jefferson, on a good day, is catching those balls, and it's kind of been the theme of the year, really. Like he's dropping some passes he usually comes down with. Look at the one. What game was that? It was against the Eagles. The corner from Iowa, whatever. I mean, they got the best of him on that one. Like Justin Jefferson makes that catch 9 times out of 10, but it seems like that one time is happening a lot this year on contested catches with Justin Jefferson. So I hope he's sick. I hope something was going on. Maybe he had a migraine. I don't know what was going on, but I am going to watch and see how engaged he is this Sunday. Talker number 2, will KLC's play calling be the same as usual?
Well, there's no reason to think otherwise. We talk about this every week. It's almost like we should just take it off the list. It's just like, yeah, we hope it is. We hope it is. We hope it is. It never is. It really never is. And even if it is, until it's a theme, it doesn't fucking matter. If he comes out and runs the ball 30 times against the Bears next week, it doesn't matter until it becomes part of the game plan week in and week out.
There needs to be a point at some point where KLC needs to realize, you know what? I got to change something here. I have to change my ways. I have to get over what I've been doing every single week. And I hope one day it'll happen. I doubt it will. I think it will be the same as usual.
The only thing, like week 1, we played them. I believe we ran it about 25 times. It was actually a pretty decent split. We didn't like rip it up by any means on the ground, but at least we ran it. And Aaron Jones owns the Bears. He owns the Bears all the way back to his Packer days. He killed them. So Aaron Jones, I'm expecting a big game out of him. I'm expecting 75 plus on the ground and 4 or 5 plus receptions.
All right. Talker number 1, JJ McCarthy, bounce back. Bad game last week. Can he bounce back from his shitty performance against the Ravens? Inaccurate passes, all the false starts, all the swatted passes he had. He's got a injured right hand. Can he bounce back? And another thing here, this 9 thing, like teams this is getting to be something other fans are ripping on JJ McCarthy about. So he's got to kind of overcome that too. After saying the 9 thing, he hasn't played very well.
I wipe my ass with that 9 thing immediately. I didn't like it. He's got to earn that nickname. You can't do that. That doesn't even bother me because I never gave it a second thought. As far as him bouncing back, he's going to bounce back. The Bears defense is not good. They're injury riddled. They got some serious issues going on, and he's going to bounce back because he's not going to throw it 42 times. The first time we beat the Bears, he threw it 20 times. I'm not saying he's going to only throw it 20 times, but I bet he's in the vicinity of around 25 times. So he's going to throw it a lot less, and he's already seen the Bears. Like, this is kind of the first time he's going through it, seeing a team for the second time. I think he's going to be very comfortable at home. I think he's going to have a damn good game. I'm not going to say he's going to light up the scoreboard, but he's going to have a very efficient game that gets a dub.
This will also be his first back-to-back home games. So that might be something too, where you just, you're at home, you're in the routine. My only concern is, how many reps is he missing with this hand injury?
You seem to be way more concerned about that than anybody else.
I am, because he's always hurt.
I don't think he's missing reps.
He was limited today.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. I don't know anybody's in the NFL that hand doesn't hurt.
I mean, it's your throwing hand. So it does concern me quite a bit. I just hope it doesn't get worse. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid something's going to come out later in the week where he dings it again and it's worse, and all of a sudden, Max Brosmer starting on Sunday.
No, I think he's going to bounce back. I think he's going to be 2-0 against the Bears, and he's going to go 3-0 against the North. It's going to be beautiful.
I hope so. All right, we're about to start the trivia. Last chance to get your super chats in before we get this thing going. Gets you on the wheel for the November giveaway, which is $100 to a food shelf of your choice, which is fantastic this time of year. Boom, there it is right there. What a giveaway. So it'd be in your name, food shelf of your choice, and it's always needed. It's always needed, guys. Scott B, Lake Herald, boom.
Boz Daddy
as well. That's not consistently inconsistent.
I think JJ McCarthy will be just as inconsistent. Depends. We'll see. Vic Ryder on the effing ball.
You have to. I think this one might be tough. I'm putting the line at 5 tonight.
5. Really?
2 points if he gets it no. Multiple choice, 1 point. Multiple choice. There's 6 questions. I don't even think the bonus is a gimme.
Jesus. All right, 5. All right, let's do it. Let's get in the trivia.
All right, here we go. The Vikings beat the Bears 27-24 in week 1 of the season. Who was the Vikings' leading rusher in that game?
Oh, shit. God, I looked at it earlier to see what was going on. I know they didn't get a ton of yards on the ground. Just a guess. I mean, I know the multiple choice is going to McCarthy, Mason, and Jones will definitely be in your multiple choice. So there's no point of going multiple choice.
Well, Bulldog thinks it's Robert Smith, so
God, I think it was Jordan Mason. Final answer.
it was Jordan Mason. You got 2 points. Well done.
All right,
1 bar. Hall of Fame defensive end Jared Allen played for both the Vikings and the Bears. Where did that crazy man attend college ball?
Oh, shit. Northern Iowa, final answer?
No, you're on the right track that it was kind of a state with a weird. No, it was Idaho State.
Ah,
Idaho State. You got 2 points. You're still sitting pretty good after that first one. Which former Chicago wide receiver set a Bears record when he had 249 receiving yards against the Vikings back in 2013?
oh shit! Set a Bears record for 249.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'll get this with multiple choice.
Will you?
Yeah, let's do multiple choice. I'll get it.
A. Marcus Robinson. B. Brandon Marshall. C. Bernard Berrien. D. Elshon Jeffrey.
Elshon Jeffrey, final answer.
It was Elshon Jeffrey. Tore us apart that game.
Yeah, no, I think he had 2 touchdowns too.
Yeah, he destroyed us. I forgot about the name. Read about oh yeah, I remember that now. All right. Cordero Patterson was a triple threat wide receiver, running back, kick returner who played for a handful of teams, including the Bears and the Vikings. With what team did he have his most career or most rushing yards with?
Which ones did you just rattle off?
I said he played for the Bears and the Vikings, but what team? He played with a bunch of teams. There's 4 options here. What team?
Yeah, no, he was actually a stud. Who am I thinking of? Falcons, final answer.
Yeah, it was the Falcons.
Yeah, he was really good with them for a couple years.
Wow, that was impressive. You got 5 points. You got the win. These are 2 are just
don't underestimate.
I thought it was hard. I thought it was hard this year. That was impressive. I didn't think you get that one. All right, question 5. What former Bear and Viking does this career path describe? Auburn, Dolphins, Colts, Bears, Vikings, Bears.
Auburn, and then what?
Auburn, I should say. I'm going to say what former Vikings and Bears receiver does this career path describe? Auburn, Dolphins, Colts, Bears, Vikings, Bears.
Auburn, Dolphins. Boy,
47 likes, by the way.
I'll get it at multiple choice, I think. I'll do that.
All right. Was it A, Marcus Robinson, B, Bobby Wade, C, Dwayne Bates, D, Devin Aromashadu?
It's weird. I was thinking Devin Aromashadu, but I think he started with the Bears. Hold on. Dolphins, Colts. Man, Bates was a Dolphin. I don't remember him being a Colt. Marcus Robinson, it definitely wasn't him. I'll go Dwayne Bates, final answer.
No, you should have stuck with what you thought. It was Devin Aromashadu.
I thought Aromashadu started with the Bears.
Did not.
Well, he stuck with the Vikings.
Purple pumpkin face. He's proud of you. He says, way to go, 1 bar. You already won. Question 6. This has nothing to do with. Usually this is something personal. It's not. This tight end, whose name is kind of fun to say, recently hoarded around the entire NFC North and is currently on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I have no idea. Hoard around.
Hoard around the entire NFC North.
Clearly, it was a Viking. I'll get it. Multiple choice. I'll get it.
A. Tyler Conklin. B. Michael Pruitt. C.
Oh,
Robert
it's
Tonyan.
Conklin. No, hold on.
Nick Vanett.
It's not Nick Vanett. Nick Vanett's still a Viking. So, hold on. Hoard around. So, like, who was the other one?
Michael Pruitt, Tyler Conklin, or Robert Tonyan.
Well, Conklin wasn't on. He was only. So if Michael Pruitt's still in the league, I mean, hats off to this. I mean, if he's still in the league, well done. But I think Pruitt was definitely a Bear. I'll say Michael Pruitt.
No, it was Bob Tonyan. Robert Tonyan.
He's a Chief?
He's a Chief right now.
Holy shit. He's still in the league? I thought he retired. That's insane.
He's a Horde.
Wow,
North.
I thought he like medically retired. That's
you finished on a bad note, but you won on a high note.
I got my 5. I cannot believe that Robert Tonyan is still in the league. Wow, yeah. Good for him.
Apparently, it's Bob Tonyan.
Yeah, I didn't even think he would have been probably my last guess.
Yeah. So that's it. That's your trivia. You won again. You're a winner.
Did it. I'd like to thank Cordero Patterson and all his rushing yards.
That was impressive.
With Atlanta. Appreciate Nick hopping on tonight. He's fantastic. I'm sure you guys are already subbed to his channel. Remember, we're going to be live during the game, pre-game. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. It's only Wednesdays, so let's kick a little ass against the Bears, huh?
And remember this, guys. Here's a fact you can share around the Thanksgiving table this year. Male turkeys have a reproductive organ called a phallus, but it is not a penis.
That doesn't sound right.